In today's video, we are going to be breaking down Seth Curry of course, the NBA back when he was a kid, when his father played for the Toronto Raptors. Him and his brother were playing a one-on-one game. It was televised on TV, so let's get down. Let's check out Seth Curry's shooting form when he was a kid. If you're a kid yourself, this is definitely going to be a video that you're probably going to want to watch to see how the best shooters in the world shot when they were a kid. First off, I just want to say, look at how smooth his handles were even at the age he was at. This is something that every single kid should really actually be working on a ton of, is their ability to handle the ball. His ability to cross over and not get caught on his legs and things like that. That is a very good skill to have. But let's actually break down his shooting form. So first off, it seems like his feet are also straight forward towards the rim, same as his knees. However, his upper body, we can see that he's really trying to push with his upper body with his shot. We can see that his right shoulder is back, his left shoulder is forward. This tells us that he's using a little too much of his upper body. He needs to use more of his legs. However, we can see by this clip at the very least that he doesn't have all that much of a thumb flick, and he doesn't have much of a thumb flick today, but he does have a little, just like his older brother or younger brother. I can't keep these two in order, but either way, his brother Steph Curry has a thumb flick. And we can see from this clip here, when he steps back, his feet are straight forward towards the rim, same as his hips and his knees, slightly on an angle out towards his weak side, because he is really trying to push with his upper body. He's trying to use his core and his upper body shoulders to really push that ball. And that's what usually happens to kids when we teach them to try to shoot with the ball higher, and also try to teach them that proper shooting triangle. This is what usually happens. They use a lot of their upper body. We need to teach them to jump high on their shots. This is going to give them more power. This, by using your upper body, is going to actually mess with your consistency. While your upper body will give you a lot of power, it's going to make your shot more inconsistent. More legs will give you more power with less inconsistencies. However, what we can see here is when he does go to shoot that ball, he has that nice high release. His elbow is above his forehead, and this shot does go in as well. We can see from even a young age, with their ball handling skills and their ability to shoot, that they're going to be special players in the future. Being able to play one-on-one, being able to do quick 1-2 dribble, crossover, hesitation type basketball moves is going to help you a ton as a younger basketball player. But also, we can see, and I just want to add on to his shooting form, he actually tends to cross his shooting hand across his face. Now, his elbow is above his forehead, which is going to give him a good arc on his shot, but we usually will see the arm go across the body if they are trying to shoot. If a kid is trying to shoot from their shoulder, like we see here with Seth Curry. However, because of the use of his upper body, it's really going to try and twist his shot. It's going to then move his arm across his body. If we find, or if you find, if you're a parent or a trainer or a coach, that your players are shooting like this, they're not making their shot, but it's hitting the right side of the rim, or it's flying out towards this side of the rim, then it's going to be because they are releasing the ball too late into their shot. Because when you're shooting like this, you need to release it early in your shot before your arm starts crossing your body, or before your body starts rotating towards that left side. This is when we start seeing those missed shots. We think, as some trainers will think anyways, that hey, he's not doing that bad of a shot. He's shooting from his shoulder. This is a great shot, but then it goes and misses right. Well, this one goes in, but let's say it misses right. Well, it's because he's using too much of his upper body. The arm is crossing across his head, and he's releasing it too late. Now, if he's going to shoot like this, I'm not going to say don't. This is not going to be a video about don't shoot like this. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if you're shooting like this and you find that your left shoulder is ahead of your right shoulder, that generally means that you're using too much of your upper body, not enough of your lower body. You need to really train yourself to either square up towards the rim if you're going to shoot like this, or practice getting that elbow down a little bit more, which will allow you to get that left shoulder back a bit more. I've seen a lot of kids shoot like this, and it's really, really hard to get a kid to stop shooting like this. It's not an easy process. It's going to take time. The one player I have worked with who had a shooting form like this, who was really trying to push that ball almost like a shot put, one of the ways that we really worked on it was to get that elbow, instead of forcing out or facing out like this, was to get it down into his body and then have him release the ball straight forward. Now, when we do this, we don't want to be having the kid shoot from the free throw line because he's still going to be trying to chuck it, right? So what we need to do as trainers or coaches or even parents, if we see this, is to get them 2 to 3 inches away from the rim, get them to use their legs, get them to even sit down in a chair, and then when they're going up for their shot, stand up from the chair, release that ball, keeping that elbow in. Now, I've even seen some trainers, they will get like this big elastic band and they'll get that elbow in. I don't do that. That's just going to force that kid to push out even further because he's going to want to push out against it. And then when that elastic band goes away, his elbow is going to be out anyways. So that's why I'm against a lot of these different training assists for players, because it just trains the wrong thing. You're just pushing more against that elastic. It's not going to help any. So what we want to do is to practice one-handed shots 2-3 inches away from the rim. Seth Curry at that age should have been strong enough to be able to do that, and that's probably what they did anyways. We don't get to see how they worked on their shot. I wish we could have seen from this age all the way up until the NBA how they worked on their shot, because they're some of the best shooters in the world. But that's just some of the things that I've done as a trainer with players to try and get their elbow in, start them in a chair, work on 2-3 inches away, have them stand up from the chair, keeping that elbow in and releasing. Anyways, these are some of the tips that I can give you and that I've used myself and I've found that are successful. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe, go check out all of the equipment that I use down in the description below, and I'll see you guys again next time.